Hey guys, it's Wesley. I thought I'd give you a quick review on the truck I picked up yesterday. It seemed like you guys were kind of interested in seeing it. So I'll give you the story on it. It's a 2021 Powerwagon, and it is a one owner. And yes, it does have 424,400 miles on it roughly. And it was a nice lady who owned it. She was a pilot driver. And if you look at the front of the truck, you can tell it's been sandblasted with, road debris and rocks and so forth. The headlights it's like sandpaper, same there. She had a brush guard, she kept her brush guard, she kept her lights. It had a nice big camper shell on the back of it, she kept that. Good tires, Bridgestones, they're in good shape. Look there, you'll notice it has the original shocks, no rust. There might be a little bit of surface rust, but there's no rust on this truck, no holes, no nothing. Original shocks, suspension for the most part is original. I've got a book of paperwork this thick on this truck, but she did have the steering dampener replaced at one point. It's had both hub assemblies, it's had both CV axles replaced. Does still retain the factory warranty worn winch. I did notice it does have an issue with the front parking sensors, and I can see why they need to be replaced. Simple fix. Everything works. There's nothing on the truck that I can find that doesn't work. I do know that the original owner had an unlimited mileage warranty on this truck, so that's one of the reasons I jumped on the truck, because of all of the maintenance and all of the things that have been replaced on it. But I'll do a walk around first, let you see it. The body's really straight. There is a pretty good dent on the other side on the bed. I'll show you in a moment. This truck was mounted with some radio antennas and so forth, so there's a little bit of wear. Does have the 360-degree cameras. Yes, everything works. Go around to the back of the truck. Original shocks on the rear as well. And believe it or not, it rides really well. I don't notice any issues with the shocks. And right there, that's the ugly spot, which I think it can be pulled out. Obviously, it damaged this bumper a little bit. It looks like they pulled it back out. But let me go ahead and open the door for you. Still has both remotes. A bunch of stuff in here. Like I said, I drove this thing 5.5 hours home last night, and it did perfectly, with the exception of one small blemish. I decided to pass a car, and I immediately heard a little pop, and little heater core line blew out. Replaced it on the side of the road. Actually, I just cut the end off of it and slid the hose back on. Had no issues after that. Did have to stop and get some coolant. But interior, it's held up extremely well. This is really the only blemish on the whole interior, and it looks like something was set up against it. I don't know exactly what it was. No wear on the center console at all. The steering wheel, it's not worn through. It is shiny, but the dash is in great shape. Of course, this is not the leather wrap dash that likes to fold up on you. The bed, of course, it's dirty, but it's nearly perfect because it had that big work box. It was a camper shell work box combo. Tailgate works. All the cameras work perfectly. This one does have the power inverter in the back. This is from last night. I took the engine cover off to get to that coolant hose that popped. Looks like at one time she had something back here. She had these removed. I just have to screw them back in. Has the original all-weather floor mats. I mean, back seats, they're dirty, but there's no wear at all. No sunroof. that was really the only two things it doesn't have that I really wanted. I wanted the sunroof and I wanted the ram boxes, but heck, with the body damage on the bed, maybe I'll find a ram box bed. Who knows? Driver's side. No wear. No issues there. Very little wear on the driver's seat. Of course, that's wrinkled up a bit. It needs to be, you know, cleaned, but overall, very good shape. Barely any wear on the pedals. $424,382. Of course, with the Powerwagon, you get the front and rear lockers, you get the sway bar disconnect, get the 14 gears. Let's go ahead and start her up. Super quiet. Now there is a little hidden secret to this truck. You'll notice the engine light is on. I haven't checked that yet. It doesn't have any issue, but I'm sure it's probably something emissions related. One secret on this truck, it has had a set of cam and lifters done here pretty recently, and I actually found some paperwork last night. It did have a short block done at 308,000 miles, and I actually talked to the owner about that, and she told me that it developed lifter tick at 308,000 miles, and instead of just doing a cam and lifter job with that warranty, they opted to go ahead and just do a full short block, or I guess top end. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm gonna read back through that paperwork a little bit more, but the biggest killer on these trucks as far as the cam and lifters, wiping the cam lobes, is idle time. You know, sitting at idle for long periods of time. That's especially bad, you know, when you're a pilot driver. You do a lot of sitting, idling, doing paperwork in the truck and so forth, sleeping in the truck. So really, I think had she not idled it so much, probably wouldn't have had those issues. Another thing that, and you guys probably will disagree, something I always do on these trucks is I always run the optional, I'm gonna close this door, it's a little loud. I always run the optional oil filter, the SRT Hellcat larger oil filter, and I always run a slightly thicker oil. I like to run a 10W40 or a 15W40 even. These trucks love it. It doesn't hurt them. Big 12-inch screen, everything works fine. Like I said, the front parking sensors have a fault, so if I try to turn them on, it just says front parking sensor fault. Even has the digital rear view mirror. Everything works. All the lights work. Very responsive. Like I said, I averaged on that 250 mile drive, I averaged, let's see here, 14.2 miles to the gallon, 14.1, which is pretty much what you're gonna have to expect out of a Powerwagon with 14 gears. And it's obviously, it sits up 2 inches taller than the standard Ram 2500. Manual transfer case. I like that it has the jump seat with the manual transfer case, and it has the larger screen. Pretty nice. Let me pop the hood for you guys real quick. I'll do a few more videos on it. Like I said, I plan to push this thing to 500,000. I do have a nice looking set of 35s with the optional B-block Powerwagon wheels that are going to go on it, and I'm going to pull the brackets here, and I'm going to clean this up and paint it, and I'm going to see if I can save these headlights, maybe sand them and clear them. Not too bad as far as the paint checking on the hood. I do notice there's quite a bit up the top of the vehicle there. Super quiet. Had a cutoff for her box in the back. Coolant's still slightly low. I have to top that off. And we gotta fix that hood. Right there. That one's the one that blew out on me last night. Ice cold AC. Looks like the last cam and lifter job, they went ahead and kept all the same coil packs. That one looks like it's been replaced at some point. But yeah, that's my little breakdown on the truck. I'll give you some more information on it here soon.